Alright, I've got my bench peg right here. You can get that from just about any of the suppliers. Drill a 3/8 inch hole in the edge of your workbench, and this just pops right in there. So now I can rest the instrument between my belly and the bench peg, and I've got both hands free. Grab a strip of sandpaper. I like the emery roll from Music Medic best for this. I prefer 220 grit. And I'm going to start out by working the nub that was left over. Make that seam as close to invisible as possible. You're always going to be able to see it somewhat. So I got rid of the nub there. Alright, seam is not bad at all. And then I want to check early and check often how the fit is going to be. This is going into the barrel, so I've got the correct barrel handy. I see that's still way too snug, so I need to take some more cork off with my sandpaper. Rotate it around, make sure I'm sanding it down fairly evenly. Now I'm keeping in mind that I have no cork grease or anything on here, so I want it to be just down to where I can barely push this on dry. I think we need just a little bit more. So yeah, I think we're going to be good there. When we lubricate this, it's going to be really easy to put that on. Now, we all know how kids are, and you know, if they run out of cork grease, it'll probably take a month till they tell their parents that they need to go to the store to buy a new cork grease. So we're going to build in some lubrication for them, as well as put a protective layer on the outside of the cork, and that's what the paraffin wax is for. So you don't even need to heat it up to start. Just rub it on there, and you'll be able to see it going on. Sorry, get it on camera here. So you can see the parts that have been waxed and the parts that haven't. So get a nice layer covering the entire outside of the cork. Cork grease is actually bad for the contact cement. That'll break it down. So this layer will actually help prevent the cork grease from going through the pores in the cork and making it all the way to the contact cement. So this will actually make the cork last even longer, as well as provide a little bit of built-in lubrication to the instrument. Now, don't do what Buffet does on their new instruments and just leave it like that. We want to melt this in, because it's all good that the wax is on there, but the first time we put the barrel on, it's going to rub about 90% of it off. So we need this to like penetrate the cork a little bit. So I'm going to use the Music Medic air torch. This is just a hot air gun. You can use an open flame if you're real quick with it. You can use a cigarette lighter, but just want to melt it in real quickly. Remember, it's a plastic clarinet. You can melt it, so you want to keep the heat moving. And there we go. I'm pretty happy with that. So there you go. That's how to finish up recorking a clarinet.